Hello, awesome people. Welcome back to Battlefront 2. Let's get right into this. So it's been, a 5 year gap since I played last. But luckily, or maybe unluckily, last time I played the game was on my laptop, and this game doesn't have cloud save, so I had to replay the whole game on my desktop to get back to this point. So I've gotten some practice in. Like, I know what I'm doing. Since the last time I made a video, there's been two new Battlefront games, and as for what I think of them, I think they're very, very lazy and boring. Like, the thing I like about Battlefront is I like how it makes you feel like you're actually in an army. I love the command post stuff. It feels like a war. It feels like capturing the points and like having all the troops on the field, and just like the gameplay and everything, and I love the visual. Everything about this game is great. It's just a great multiplayer game, and I think just like devolving that into like an 8 versus 8 Battlefield Call of Duty clone is just the most boring thing ever. Like, leave it to EA to take a really unique and interesting series and make it like bland and uninteresting. Like, you could give literally any franchise, and they would manage to make it uninteresting somehow. Even like the best franchise in the world. Like, you could be like, hey, make a Zelda game. And they'd be like, okay, and they just make like The Witcher, but Zelda. Ugh. Was I just shooting my own man? I don't even know. Oh, this is a lot of guys. Okay. So yeah, also since the last time... Oh no, I'm about to die. Where's the healing droid? There you are. So also since the last... Oh, I got... Okay. I see how it is. He was like, no. Take a shotgun to the face. So also ever since the last time I made a video, there's been entire like new Star Wars trilogy. There's been a lot of Star Wars stuff since the last time I made a Battlefront 2 video. It's kind of crazy. And as for what I think of those, I think they're fine. The internet really, really seems to hate them, and like just like despises them. And I think they're whatever. They're not great, but they're whatever. Like I saw all three of them in theaters because I didn't really learn my lesson. Like, after the first one, the first one I thought was fine. Where's the droid? There you are. Don't shoot him with the shotgun again, please. So I thought the first one was like fine at the time, but as I look back on it, it didn't really do anything that interesting. Like, it was pretty much just a retread of the first movie again, without literally anything new. There's just a person. There's like a person on a desert planet that has dreams of like being something more, and then they end up getting wound up with the rebellion, and then they blow up a giant like Death Star at the end. I mean, there's like differences, of course, but it was very intentionally meant to be like pretty much the same as the original movie. And that's fine from a marketing standpoint. Like, it gets people, like, after the prequels were so radically different, they wanted to do something more... Oh, hello! That's a lot of guys. Hey, I'm just gonna... Good AI. What's happening? Hey, you! Oh! Okay. I was gonna spare you guys. I was gonna be like, you guys are cool. But no, apparently not. They just were like, are blind as bats. Who knows? Maybe their goal was to, like, lead me in here and then kill me on the way out. Or not. Man, these guys are cool. Okay, sweet. Oh, hi, guys. Yeah. Go get them. Haha. But yeah, like, and then The Last Jedi, people hate that movie the most. I thought it was just really mediocre. But I do think my biggest thing with it is that, like, nothing happens. And that's like, okay, that was a cool stormtrooper. That's a big thing with the new trilogy in general. Nothing happens. Like, they just feel like a series of events. Like, there's nothing of substance or like interest or anything that happens in those movies. It's insane. Hey, you stupid terrorist. Like, and the big problem is the three biggest problems with it. Number one is that they didn't like plan anything out. Number two is that they didn't want to take any big risks. And number three is that BB-8 is stupid. No, number three is that they didn't let George Lucas have anything to do with it. And now let me explain that. People hate George Lucas being involved in the Star Wars series. And I don't think he's the best at making the movies themselves, but I think he's very good at... Okay, that Wookiee is very suicidal. I don't think he's the best at making the movies themselves. Like the original cut of Star Wars was like really bad and stuff, and nobody likes the prequels. But he has a gift for creating worlds and lore. Like the planets in the prequels and like the new alien race and stuff, like those are all really cool. Regardless of like the actual quality of the films themselves. The problem is in the original Star Wars movies, he had people to say, "Hey, George, we should do this. We're gonna help you out." Blah 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 blah. But in the prequel trilogy, Star Wars and George Lucas became so big that, geez, these guys are all taking care of it for me. I can just like run in circles. He had a bunch of yes men with him. Oh no, great. Oh no. Oh, goodbye. So he had a bunch of yes men with him that like just said, yeah, George, it's a great idea. We're not going to question you because you're the genius. These men are geniuses right here. Because you're the genius, George. You know exactly what you're doing. And like the film suffered for it. But I think what is happening with the characters on this map? Is it because like I shot a couple of my guys? They're like terrified of me now. Like, oh no, I'm gonna quake in my boots. The traitors here. But yeah, I think Disney, like, people like J.J. Abrams and whatever could have been fine as the directors, and like Rian Johnson and stuff. But George Lucas needed to be the one creating the worlds and like helping with the overall story and stuff like that. Like they could take it in the directions that they wanted, but I think his input would have been, oh my god, it's a lot of Wookiees. Hi. Why are none of them? Okay, so none of them, for some reason, they're like not acting hostile towards me until I shoot them. Maybe I should not have shot them. I should have just like run by like before. Yeah, Disney would have done well to ask for George Lucas's input on it. I think the sequel trilogy would have turned out a lot better if that was the case, and it wouldn't have been such a reviled like mess. Like Rise of Skywalker is such a bad movie because they have nothing to build off of. Because like the first movie, nothing happens. The second movie, nothing happens. So then that just leads to a climax where nothing happens. Where am I going? Going down. Okay. I have no recollection of this map whatsoever. Like, this is what I remember from this map. I remember, like, when I was a kid. That is a badass Wookiee. I remember when I was a kid that you can, like, get in the ships. You can get it. Why did you do that? You big jerk? Jeez, this guy, actually, you know what? This guy's pretty cool. He's just like me. Come on, comrade, let's go. When I was a kid, I just remember getting in like the little cars and just like going outside of the base and like driving around. Like that was fun to me. I don't really know anything else about this stage. Where are we going? Wait, these guys are going this way. Is it? Oh, it's over this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my! What's happening? Ah! It's like so quiet for 2 seconds, and then suddenly like everything breaks loose. Okay, let's just like run by them. Oh my gosh. Man, you know, I love this game, but the AI really isn't the best. Like, these guys were just sitting here the whole time. My companions were just sitting there the whole time. And it just leads to a scenario where I end up here and... Okay, let's get this before I die again because it's a long run back. It's just, oh no, I'm out of grenades. Where's the droid? Where's the droid? There he is. Let's go. Please, please, please. Oh, I'm like, man, they said stormtroopers have bad aim. There we go. Haha. I'm a hero. Let's get this, man. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Well, I guess that worked out pretty well. I had farming all the way back here. But yeah, the new Star Wars movies, they just suffered from like, you know, bad. No, that's the other thing. These Wookiees are crazy strong. They're just like, oh, I'll beat you in like 2 hits. I'm like, I take like 20 hits. They had weak characters, weak plots, weak world building, didn't take enough risks. Hopefully Disney learned from this mistake, and the next Star Wars movies that we get are a lot more interesting. It's funny because the Han Solo movie, that was like the only movie that like Disney didn't make any money on because they had a lot of reshoots and stuff, and so it lost them like a ton. But like that's like one of the new movies that I actually like enjoyed. Like I don't know if I would really love it if I watched it again, but like I thought it was fine. But it was funny though because we saw my brother and I saw it with our cousin in the theater, and he's never like watched any Star Wars movies before. Oh hey, we made it! Woo! Wait, he's never watched like any Star Wars movies before, and he just had like this glazed expression on his face the whole time. Like he was so bored and he had no idea what was going on. I felt so bad for him. That was like the only movie in the theater like that was like worth watching. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll watch Han Solo. Well, I did it. Woo! Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much.